Hello everyone, and we're going to review our Craftsman Truck Series playoff grid heading into the cutoff race of the round of 10 for our CTS season at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We of course are locked into the next round with our win at IRP. Stuart Freeze and Tanner Gray sit comfortably above the cut line, each more than 30 of the good. Majeski, Zane Smith, no mistakes, should advance at 19 each above the cut line. Ben Rhodes is plus 13, and Jack Wood plus 5 with the cut line. Corey Heim only 3 above Chase Purdy, Christian Eckes, who have to get them some points in this cutoff race at Bristol if they want to advance through the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs on to the round of 8, as we are green and underway from Bristol. Under number 7 Schluter Systems Chevrolet Silverado leads the pack here from the pole position. We are driving away from Bailey Curry and Christian Rhodes to start this race. Trucks are on the fence behind us. They're wrecking behind us. We got trucks spinning everywhere. Ben Rhodes around. Majeski collected as well, but the 99, more importantly, Ben Rhodes, a championship contender, goes spinning on lap 1 down the backstretch here at Bristol. He comes in only plus 11, cannot afford to get spun by his own teammate Majeski like that. Cost him dearly of his chances now to advance to the round of 8 in the playoffs and stay alive and stay in the fight. As you see, just a big stack after Kai's trucks bounce off the wall. Colby Howard eventually turned Majeski, and Ben Rhodes gets us spinning. Luckily, Rhodes doesn't look like he has any damage at all. Should be able to continue just fine, but loses so much track position. So costly to his efforts of having a good run. As we continue to lead here, we were just driving away from the pack. We lead the way at Bristol. Now back on the restart on lap number 7. We continue to drive away from Christian Rhodes and Parker Kligerman. Absolutely putting a whooping on the field here in this playoff round of 10 cutoff here at Bristol. Driving away from the rest of it. Oh, we got trouble behind us. That was a 24 of Caruth. It looks like we got trucks everywhere all over the racetrack here down the backstretch. Another big crash. Was that Roger Caruth up in the air? As you see, look through the corner. Caruth up in the air, upside down, gets T-boned by Spencer Boyd. It actually saves Caruth from flipping completely over. He just goes on his side. I mean, look at this. He's completely on his side and then lands back on all 4 wheels. Very fortunate that he didn't flip over, but he's still pretty much destroyed after that hellacious crash here to begin this race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Here we go on board with Roger Caruth. See a hard crash there for Roger. Ty Majeski gets a piece of that as well, gets some damage in this incident. We're going to get the broadcast view now of the incidents. You see here, Rogers got Friesen behind him. Friesen just taps him a little bit and turns Caruth into the wall hard. Bounces right in past Spencer, nowhere to go. T-bones him. Majeski gets a piece of it. Big stack up. Bunch of trucks slamming into each other back here. Arca brakes. And the caution comes out once again as we continue to lead the race now on to lap 12. Same story, different lap. We continue to just absolutely own the field on these restarts on short little spurts. We seem, although we got a huge crash here coming down to turn 1. Caruth again. Looks like the 0-2 of Chris Wright, as well as championship contender Chase Purdy in the 4 gets turned hard into the inside wall. Chase Purdy damaged and his championship hopes in jeopardy. Enters this race below the cut line. The first truck below in 9th cannot afford to spin. He crashes as we continue to lead the field here at Bristol. Back to the caution flag. Now back underway on lap number 19. Now leading over Spencer Boyd, the lap truck, but over Rose, who's 2nd, and Kligerman, who runs in 3rd. We continue to comfortably lead this race here at Bristol, working our way through 1 and 2. Then heading down through 3 and 4 here at Bristol. Looks like we finally get a green flag lap complete under green flag conditions. It'd be an absolute miracle. Can we do it? Yes, we have finally completed a green flag lap under green flag lap here at Bristol until Kligerman gets turned and back into the pack. Big contact. Nick Sanchez, Daniel Dye involved. More trucks collected back here. The problems, that brings out the caution, and we are going to lead the field back to the caution flag here at Bristol. And we continue to lead on turn. Hold on, Zane Smith. This was a couple laps into a restart. We actually got 2-3 laps in on a restart here. And look at this. Zane Smith's going to get underneath us. Zane Smith is going to take the race lead from us down the backstretch at Bristol. Our worn tires and bad handling race car just can't hold off Zane Smith for lead much longer. We drop back to 2nd, way too high up the racetrack. Overcooked the corner. Bounce off the fence into D. Thompson. And we're spinning him down the front straightaway. We go around. And the caution will come out. And we get hit by Spencer Boyd and Jerry Bowman. Spun into the outside wall. Caution waves. Jack Wood gets a little contact there at the end. But the truck's handling was just going away, and we just eventually, it was too much, bounced off the wall down to Dean Thompson and spun out in front of the field. And our tenure of leading this race, leading the first pretty much 28 laps of this race unchallenged, has officially come to an end as we go crashing across the line here at Bristol. Caution waving as other trucks just slam into us and don't give me a break at all here. And that's going to put us in a position where we're going to have to come down pit road. Maybe get a little bit, not really any repairs, but you get 4 tires, fuel, get back out there. So that's what we will do, is we race our way back to the start finish line now. Back at the front of the field Race leader is Zane Smith in 38, and we're back here crossing the line a ways back in, I believe, 15th. Now we restart here in 11th on the restart here on lap 36. They're crashing right in front of us. Haley Deegan and Caden Honeycutt into the fence. Kobe Howard contact ourselves. We get a piece of that. They go crashing right in front of us. I don't know where to go, so I try to avoid, but get clipped by Honeycutt. End up turning Kobe Howard head on into the outside wall. Big hit for the 9 of Kobe Howard. Just, I mean, I didn't see that. I mean, we had just gone green, and they were wrecking right in front of us. I mean, I watched this 15 Tanner Grace. I behind him with Deegan and Honeycutt. I slammed on the brakes as soon as I could and went down low to try to avoid, but I just had no time to react. No, this time right in our lap right here. Majeski just hooks the 0413D. I hit the brakes, try to avoid, slam Honeycutt, and end up getting Kobe Howard taken out. And then we get hit in there, spun around by Corey Heim, get back going and hit Ankrum, then finally get back going the right direction. But once again, really struggling to get this race green, and we're struggling to keep the truck clean here. I mean, that one was really just an unavoidable wreck. We're right in front of us. We pile in. I tried to get the brakes as soon as possible. It just didn't work for us. We get involved in this big pile up here at Bristol, the second one we have been involved in today, as the chaos continues. As we work our way now down, ooh, Connie the Majeski spinning the Honeycutt on the restart round, goes to the 04 Honeycutt into Chase Purdy, big damage. More damage. I think Friesen got a piece of that crash as the carnage continues. You see there's a bunch of trucks around. More trucks crashing. Bowman, Deegan, hosted by the wrecking everywhere right in front of us. We somehow avoided the carnage, the big one. All kinds of wreck fest. Bristol bash breaking out here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Everybody's wrecked. Figure turns the Deegs into the 46 of Bowman. Deegan bounces off the wall into Hostbar. They spin. We somehow sneak by on the outside lane using the wall to our advantage. Then we go 3 wide. Give Christian Rose a bumper. A textbook move right there. Get by him. Take the position at the line. Now you're now going to restart up here inside the top 5. And the running where Christian Eckes leading this race here. She restarts. Oh, the big crash up in the air in the catch fence. Stephen Parsons, the 20. A massive flip in the air. He's up on his lid down on the apron here in turn 2. A huge crash here at Bristol that has involved almost a majority of the field. This time right from the front. Once again, another one that happened right in our lap. As you see here, the 2 of Nick Sanchez comes down and turns Stephen Parsons right up into the back of Taylor, the Mason Massey. Zane Smith gets damaged, and look at how high in the air that 20 truck of Parsons is. He goes up there, his nose clips the catch fence, Ben Kennedy's Kentucky style, and then comes back down on the track. See, Sanchez for some reason just went down and turned Parsons. I mean, look at this hit, big hit up in the air. And see, we get a piece of it back here. Everyone's wrecking. We're all slamming all over the place. Chase Purdy, multiple other Chase contenders, championship drivers get collected in this. Get my POV here. We're going to go on board with myself. I mean, watch how crazy this is. I mean, this comes right in front of us. Watch the 20 go up in the air. We somehow get clipped by Sanchez, send Jack Wood, but we get clipped right there, but we avoid destroying the truck. So fortunate we were not involved in more than we were in that crash. We did get a piece of damage. You know, I think we got 2 pieces of contact. The first one was banging into the Sanchez truck, and the second one was getting clipped right there by Corey Heim, who just wiped himself out. Remember, he is a bubble driver as well, trying to advance his way to the championship. Sorry, advance his way to the round of 8. Cannot afford a mistake like that. And we just got Christian Rose stuff himself in the fence. I mean, talking about free real estate. We can go boom, use him up as real estate and take the position. Get physical to take 5th place here at Bristol. Now back underway in 5th place. Now only 22 laps to go as we go back green here on the outside of Jack Wood, already making a pass. Are they going to wreck in front of us this time? Not, at least in the turn 1. We can at least make it a turn. Now we're going 3 wide with Zane Smith and Chris right to the outside of Wallace Allen, who gets turned in the 45. Back into the pack. A big hit to Ben Rhodes, and we got cars up in there. Up and over goes the 99 of Rhodes. Ankrum collected. Multiple trucks collected in the big one here at Bristol. You see Friesen got damaged. Ankrum in the air. Ben Rhodes bounced off of the safer barrier, got launched up and over on his lid by Friesen, and the Arca breaks back here, destroys Chase Purdy, who with that crash is going to be eliminated from the playoffs. As you see here, we're going to go in slow-mo. See the 45 of Wallace Allen get turned by Chris right to the inside wall, and he comes back up the track, and nothing Ben Rhodes could do gets destroyed. And watch back here, the 4 Chase Purdy. He's going to come through in the bottom, and that Bama buggy struck. He's going to go head on to Matt DiBenedetto. That is going to end his race and end his championship hopes. And Tanner Gray, another championship contender, a huge hit there in the back goes Nick Sanchez, who goes flipping in a wild turn of events here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Unbelievable See Rhodes up in the air, up and over. Ankrum, Lawless Allen, Stoney, Chase Purdy in it. So Sanchez goes slipping. Big hit for the 15 and Tanner Gray. Not like Tanner Gray out of the race, but he has to hope he has enough playoff cushion points-wise to advance, or else his hopes could be in jeopardy as well. Now, there's no replay of the crash behind us there. As you see back here, we got into Kraft and sent Taylor Gray crashing as we race back to the line, getting a little bit too aggressive, pushing to get up there in a second, which we will. We'll restart here in second with 16 to go. The outside of Christian Eckes in the 19 for the race lead here in Bristol. It's a battle. Myself and Eckes. Who's it going to be? Eckes holds the advantage right now. We're trying to get the run through 1 and 2 to get to his bumper. We have tracked him down. Finally got our track position back. Back in contention. We send a slide job at Eckes. Go way up the racetrack. He holds the lead. We remain side by side down the front stretch. This intense battle for the lead and for the win continues. Here Bristol. Eckes came into the race 10th out of 10 in the playoffs. Needs the points. We throw a slide job at him. Get contact. He gets cleared. We clear for the race lead. Zane's in the third. The 0-2 gets in the fence behind us. We take the lead as we try to hold off Eckes and Zane Smith now racing back to the line. Cautions out on the racetrack, and we will lead Smith and Eckes to the line. It looks like, oh, Jack Wood may be involved in an incident here with Lawless Allen and Mason Massey. Indeed, Massey gets turned by Allen. Jack Wood, a big hit there to the inside wall on the 51 of Jack Wood, Purdy's teammate. He's also a bubble driver. Could not afford that crash. He could possibly be eliminated if things do not fall his way. Is now back underway with just 3 laps to go here in Bristol. We lead Zane Smith and Christian Eckes are trying to pull away, secure this victory, which would be our 12th win of the season in a dominant performance. Getting 2 wins in the opening round of the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. Only cement ourselves as a cautions out. That's going to end the race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be a winner. But it looks like the 99 of Ben Rhodes, bubble driver, gets involved as him, Dean Thompson, Taylor Gray. 3 wide down the backstretch. Taylor Gray gets hooked by his teammate. Up into Ben Rhodes. Into the wall they go. And the caution will wave, thus bringing us to a checkered and yellow flag finish, where we will come through to take the yellow flag and the checkered flag to win at Bristol. Zane Smith, your runner-up. Then you got Crafton. Sorry, not Crafton. You got Eckes. And then it is Majeski, Enfinger, Deegan, Christian Rose, Dean Thompson, Tyler Ankrum, and Colby Howard, I believe, your top 10. As we, of course, got our 12th win of the season, our second win of the round of 10, a dominant performance. Obviously, there were some spurts in the middle there where we did not lead. It was Christian Eckes who still led the most laps and had a very good car from the pole, a very good truck from the pole, that is. As we burnt down celebration here on the front stretch, we make it happen, get the win, and get to celebrate in return. And now we're going to find out shortly who advanced to the round of 8 in the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. Who are the 2 drivers eliminated? We already know Chase Purdy pretty much is one of the 2 drivers eliminated. The question is, will it either be Tanner Gray, Ben Rhodes, or Jack Wood, the last one, who is also eliminated with Chase Purdy? We will find out momentarily as we continue to burn it down here on the front. Doing a long-winded, good burnout here as we spin it right back up the racetrack into the path of Christian Rose. We get hit trying to do our burnout. And that'll do it, folks, for the burnout. And look at the race results on the left side of your screen. You can see the DNFs, of course, and then the minimal lead lap truck finishes. As we get ready to look at the updated playoff grid momentarily. Now look at the updated playoff grid. We, of course, advanced comfortably with our 2 wins in the round. Then Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Stuart Friesen, Ty Majeski, Tanner Gray, and Christian Eckes. What a comeback. Zane Smith makes it by 47 points, Majeski 34, Friesen 33, Tanner Gray 28. Eckes comes from 8 points out to 22 to the good and advances with flying colors. A tremendous race for him. A great race for Eckes. He will advance. And Corey Heim transfers by just 6 points. And Ben Rhodes gets the final spot in the round of 8 by just 1 point over Jack Wood, who's eliminated with his teammate Chase Purdy. Both KBM trucks eliminated from the playoffs after the round of 10. And into the heading to the round of 8, we already have nearly 2 races on the cut line, up by 89 points. We continue to cruise to the championship 4. Then Eckes and Heim sit plus 8 above the cut line, 2nd and 3rd. And then Zane Smith is right on the playoff bubble, plus 3 and 4th, with Friesen, the first driver, out by 5, tied with Tanner Gray and Ben Rhodes. All 3 of those drivers out by 3 points. Entering the round of 8, the Charlotte Roval, then Majeski out by 4, as you'll see in the next episode, the Charlotte Roval for the round of 8 opener. And after that, Talladega and Stafford Speedway. So until then, have a good one.